Hey traders from around the world, this is Jeremy Alexander Newsom with Real Life Trading. It is Monday, which also corresponds with the day on the calendar, which would be the 14th of December 2015. 2016 is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited about it. Big times ahead. Let's talk about the markets. Here's the SPY, and I don't know if Chris Hemmingsworth is playing Thor or not, but this candle could be a backup roll if he needs to. Traded down to a good support and got a good hammer. So really, again, this particular week, the 16th of December, is the last day that the Federal Reserve can do something regarding the interest rates. And I don't know if they will or not. I'm kind of on the fence that they won't. For just whatever reason, I think they'll probably do it in 2016. If they've waited this long in 2015, then it might not happen, but we'll see. Regardless, though, this is still a relatively bearish gap. The gap that occurred from here to here, still a relatively bearish day. In the morning, the trading room this morning just went absolutely cocoa bananas because there were so many good bearish day trades this morning on energy sector. Really, just almost about everything. Early this morning, everything was working really well. Traded some targets, so some boom booms. A lot of traders did very, very well this morning on the not just the SPY, but specifically and more broad the energy market because it was down pretty nicely today this morning. So later in the afternoon, everything starts bouncing, everything starts rallying. We trade down to the support. So this is going to be a very, very strong key location on the SPY. So at this particular point in time, we're going to determine is this a bounce or are we going to roll over? And that's the part that I really will not know. So if you did get a chance to buy some protection, that's absolutely fantastic. No worries at all because, why not? A lot of people said, is this a double top? And it was/is, right? This is the neckline, and this is going to be a very, very key pivotal area. As I've been mentioning, I thought that it's going to move bearish. It's going to trap a lot of the weaker bulls, the bulls who just don't have any constitutions, and then the stocks are going to bounce and trade a little bit higher. So it'll be interesting to see what happens overall in the markets. I think it will be kind of interesting to see how it plays out. I think it moves bullish. We'll see. I will say, though, if we close below this candle today, if we close below the low, so the low of this candle is 199.95. We close below that level, I'll be definitely a little bit more bearish short term. So if something looked like this, I'd look to trade down into 187. Don't know if and when that'll happen, but if it does, then I can kind of create some strategies from there, see what happens. Here's Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. Apple, nice little hammer candle. You're going to hear me say that a lot. A lot of lower shadows, some really, really good volume. Dean's got a put sale for December. That expires this Friday. Did hop into an iron condor on Apple. 100, 105, 125, 130 for January. So there still is a little bit of premium in that if you're interested, but that's going to be going over when the markets close over Christmas, over New Year's. So it's a longer spread for sure. I mean, it's going all the way to right about here. But it's an iron condor. My goal is Apple staying below 125 and staying above 105 by the January expiration. So we'll see if that plays out, but that's really the only straight trade setup I had on Apple. Steven Steckler said he got the chance to trade Apple down to his target, which was 111 for 3 Rs today. He got in bearish on that day because, again, white candle, stock gap down, bearish gap and go. So that worked out pretty nicely. Amazon, did do a day trade today on Amazon, and I did get stopped out. It had a tweezer bottom at one point and broke that tweezer bottom, and I thought that it might come down to the 50 exponential moving average. Either way, just 1 hour loss on the day trading level, but I do like today's candle, and I will say that tomorrow, likely is we're going to get a little bit of a smaller black candle on Amazon tomorrow. It was just my guess. If we don't, and if we close either an hourly level or a daily level above 661, I think this is probably going to be a shorter term pop. Could be a very ugly head and shoulders building. That I don't think, as much as, we're still making higher lows, we're still making relative highs. We'll do something like this and then maybe ultimately break out on Amazon, potentially. But regardless, today is technically a new white soldier, right? It's a white candle that opens and closes above the prior day's close. And again, if it moves a little bit higher, maybe on an hourly chart or something like that, I'll probably be a little bit more bullish. But since the stock gapped down right there, it's a bearish retest gap. So if it does this, it'll retest and again, maybe trade over for Tuesday, Wednesday, potentially on Amazon. So I guess we'll kind of see how that works out. Netflix, Brian Bodie let me know that he got a chance to unravel. He had a bull put spread On Netflix, stock breaks. He unraveled his bull put spread and made some money on that, which was great. Nice little hammer candle on SPY. He traded down really to the 50 exponential moving average. And at this particular point in time, it could be a retest of this triangle pattern right there. So again, this really, really big triangle pattern we can see on Netflix. Broke out. This could be a retest. This could be a buying candle. If we start making some higher highs and higher lows, my overall thought process is that it would at least be bullish to non-directional on Netflix. If you got the opportunity to do this bear call spread, the 135, 140, that did go to options heaven last Friday. It got a little close on a day or two. So here's a 135, 140. It got a little close, but this is an all-time high breakout on Netflix, and all-time high breakouts this year as of 2015 have been absolutely horrendous. So anyway, bear call spread expired. Netflix looking good. So a lot of hammers coming in today on just a lot of stocks. So it'll be interesting to see. I think realistically, a lot of stocks pull back to some great locations. So Google finally bounced off the 50 exponential. I think that's great. We really did need to pull back on Google. Activision was mentioning on Activision way up here that it was really, in my opinion, pretty overbought. Needed a little bit of a pullback, and it did get a little bit of a pullback. So again, I still think that there's some opportunity that we could trade a little bit lower this week, kind of retest the lows that we made today. But overall, still been saying it, still am saying it. I think we bounced and we continue higher in the overall market. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how it plays out. But here's your Qs. Qs got a nice little hammer on the Qs. And here's your IWM. IWM today got a little bit of a high wave candle, if you will. But we did fill this gap. It was a little bit of a bearish move. The volume is still here on IWM. If the IWM trades down to the support and bounces, then it could be viable. But I agree. Still looking like a little bit of an interesting double top on the IWM. These are some bearish candles right here. I'm not fully sold right yet that IWM is going to bounce specifically, but overall it's looking quite interesting that the market likely will continue higher. I think it might depend on what this announcement's going to do, and I'm kind of expecting maybe more bullishness in the future. I think we've said that before. Anyway, you guys absolutely rock. If you need anything or have any specific stocks you want me to review on Wednesday's Real Life Stock Review, let me know, and I will do that. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later, and until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. See ya.